Hey y'all, it's Olivia. If you're new here, I make mostly fashion videos and I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe. So today I am going to be filming a study abroad Q&A because I'm actually leaving for study abroad in 3 days. I am going to be spending the semester in Florence, Italy, studying at Lorenzo de' Medici. So I'm really excited. I've never been out of the country, so I'm so excited to just share all of my journeys and adventures with you guys. I honestly cannot wait. It still doesn't feel real. I can't believe it's happening. I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and answer all your questions that you have pre-study abroad. So the #1 question that I've been getting is, when are you leaving? And I am leaving January 27th and I will be returning to the US on May 21st. So it is exactly 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, I believe. So almost 4 months, but not quite. I like to tell myself it's 3.5 months because 4 months just sounds really scary. But yeah, leaving this Monday. Y'all, I'm not ready at all. I haven't packed. I still have to get all my stuff together. I'm actually a mess. Another question that I've been receiving a lot is, how did I get to study abroad? I started looking into study abroad right whenever I came to college because I knew that it was an opportunity that I was interested in taking advantage of. You know, there's not many other times in your life that you're going to be able to go to another country and live there for months and still be on track with your career and your schooling and all of that. It's just an amazing opportunity that I don't think I would have aside from school. So I started looking into it a while back and I started going to study abroad interest meetings, because once you do decide that you want to study abroad, in order to apply you have to go to several different meetings. At least that's how it is at NC State. So if you're interested, I would definitely start looking into it and start figuring out which programs are out there for you. So NC State has their Pack Abroad website that you can look at and see which programs align with your major. So I actually didn't know that this one was available until I saw a girl in my major going on it, and I DM'd her because I was like, wait. This one sounds really cool. Can you tell me some more? And she told me all about it, and that is what made me set on this. So I would say start looking into it a full year to a year and a half in advance. So the summer before sophomore year is whenever I decided that I wanted to go to Lorenzo de' Medici, and I'm going my spring semester of junior year, and I had to apply by September my junior year. So in some ways it seems like it's really late because you don't know until September if you're actually studying abroad in the spring or not, but also you have to apply in September to be able to go in January. So you just want to start preparing early. You want to try to set aside your GEPs and your major specific electives so that you have more variety whenever you're applying for what courses you can take, because in order to get financial aid you need at least 12 credit hours that will transfer directly, and that will count towards your degree. So I had to make sure that I was going to have 12 courses, so that's why you also have to start preparing really early. And also just the financial aspect, the earlier you prepare, the more scholarships you can apply for and the more money you can save if you are aware that you're going. So I actually received 2 scholarships, one from NC State, just their study abroad program in general. So we have scholarship applications that are for all study abroad students, and then you can also apply for like your school's study abroad, like the College of Textiles, their study abroad scholarships. You can apply for those as well. So I got one from NC State, and then I also am a Gilman Scholar. So the Gilman Scholarship is something that is set aside specifically for Pell Grant students. So if you receive financial aid and it pays for most of your schooling, then you probably are on the Pell Grant, but I would double check with your financial advisor because you can apply for so many other scholarships if you're on the Pell Grant, and the Gilman is like the really big one that you should apply for, and I was lucky enough to receive that. So you have to know that you're going to study abroad in advance to be applying for these things. But that is just a little bit about how I did it. I'm planning on making a whole video about how I prepared to study abroad, so subscribe if you're going to be interested in seeing that. The next question is, have you ever been to Italy? And the answer is no, I've never been out of the country. You guys want to hear my north, south, east, west? I think that this is like so interesting to know. Okay, so I'm from North Carolina. The farthest north I've been is New York. The farthest west I've been is Tennessee, which is like a step away, like not far at all. And then the farthest south I've been is Islamorada, like in the Florida Keys. And then the farthest east I've been is Eastern North Carolina. So haven't really been anywhere. This is gonna be my first major trip. I have flown one other time and it was to New York, but the flight to New York is really short and I was 16, so it's been 5 years, so I don't remember much of it. So I'm really excited just to explore as much as I can and take in these travel experiences that I'm having. The next question is, do I know the language? And no, I don't. So I have some flashcards and some things I've been looking at, but honestly I haven't been studying probably as much as I should. But whenever I get there, we are all required to take an Intro to Italian language course, so I will be taking the language as a class. So I'll be learning things that I'll need to know to get around, but I don't really know very much. I'm gonna be using the Google Translate app probably, and just trying to know exactly what to say before I walk in. I don't know. I'm gonna be struggling with that though, I can already tell you. My next question is, what classes are you taking? I'm taking Intro to Italian Language, which we all have to take, and I am taking Visual Merchandising, Trend Forecasting, Luxury Brand Management, and Fashion Entrepreneurship. So I'm really excited about all those fashion courses. Luxury Brand Management and Trend Forecasting are the most exciting to me. Trend Forecasting is such a cool concept, and I think it could just be helpful in my career in so many different ways. Like, I could go into trend forecasting, or if I continue with blogging, then that could be helpful for like knowing what trends are coming and what you guys want to see from me. And then also in the styling side of the industry, knowing trends is really important, and the buying side of the industry, which is another part that I'm really interested in, knowing the trends is really important. So I'm super excited about these classes. And Luxury Brand Management, that just sounds really cool. I can't wait to learn about all the luxury brands, and I'm really excited about that too. And speaking of excited, the next question is, what are you most excited about? Honestly, every time I think about study abroad, I get really freaked out, and I don't really like to sit here and think about it a lot because I get really like panicked about it. But the things that have gotten me more excited than panicked are thinking about the trips that I'm going to be taking. So Lorenzo de Medici offers different weekend trips almost every weekend while you're abroad, and we had the opportunity to sign up for them in advance, and there were 7 different trips, and you had to do a wire transfer to sign up. So I was like, I want to do all these trips because I feel like if I have something to look forward to every weekend, then I won't get homesick and I won't be worried about missing out on any opportunities. Like, I'll always have something to look forward to and always have something planned, and doing these trips through Lorenzo de Medici is probably the cheapest and easiest way for me to do it, because we paid a fee, but it does include your transportation, your housing, meals, the activities that you're doing. Like, I feel like this is the best value for money, and everything's organized. Like, I personally know that there's places I want to go, but like, I don't know what I should be seeing in each of those places because I haven't done that deep of research like I should be doing. I have some books that someone in my family is going to be giving me this weekend with all the top places you should go in Florence, Italy, and Rome, like all together, different books. And so I'm going to be looking into that a lot, but I decided to sign up for Lorenzo de Medici's trips because I just thought that would be the best way to see everything that I should see while I'm there. Anyways, though, I had to do a wire transfer to sign up for all of these, and I thought that the wire transfer was due Friday the 24th, but it was actually due Monday the 20th, and I didn't realize this until the Friday before the Monday at nighttime. So it's too late to go to the bank, so I rushed around everywhere trying to figure out how I could make this wire transfer happen, and we got my grandparents to come out, and they were gonna let me do it on their account, and thank you so much to them. But then their like bank teller said that she was too busy to do it, so then we couldn't do it, and this was on a Saturday, so only certain banks are open and mine is not open. So I was really stressed out thinking that I wasn't gonna get to sign up to these trips because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But I just have so much going on that I genuinely thought that I still had a week to get this done, and I didn't know that it was going to be so complicated, because you guys, it's really not. It takes the bank teller like 30 minutes, because here's what I got to do. I emailed Lorenzo de Medici and was like, hey, I could submit my wire transfer on Monday, but Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so all the banks will be closed, so they allowed me to submit the transfer on Tuesday. So I did get signed up for all the trips, and submitting the wire transfer only took like 30 minutes, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but trying to figure it all out was just a mess. So I'm basically on a whole tangent right now, but my tip for that is to make sure you know when the due dates are and do everything in advance. Just be super prepared. Like, I was kind of waiting around to sign up for the trips because I was like, I want to make sure I have enough money. I want to make sure that signing up for all these trips won't make me have to budget like so much that I won't be able to do anything else. You know, I just wanted to make sure that everything was going to be okay if I signed up for all of these trips. But I'm really excited that I did. That is like the #1 thing that I'm super excited for. Other than that, I'm really excited to share everything with you guys and make a lot of videos, produce a lot of content. I'm really excited about that. And also a weird one that I'm excited about is living out of my suitcase. I am so excited to pack a suitcase curated with my favorite pieces from my wardrobe and not having things that I just kind of like with me. Like, I'm excited to just be picking outfits from my favorite pieces, like as if I'm recondoing my life, but I'm not actually getting rid of everything. I'm just keeping it at my house. That part is just really exciting to me for some reason, and I plan to share a video where I style all the outfits that I'm gonna wear. I'm actually gonna work on that after I do this, so subscribe if you want to see every outfit that I'm gonna be taking with me to Italy, because I'm really excited about that video. And then the next question is, what am I most afraid of? And I'm most afraid of everything else. So it really does like freak me out that I'm gonna be away for so long, because I did have a really hard time transitioning to college and kind of finding my place at NC State, and I get really stressed out in new environments. I don't like feeling like there's not a lot of security. I like the security of things being the same, and whenever everything's changing, it's just a lot on me. So I am nervous about that, but I have spoken to my roommates, or at least one of them. I have 3 other roommates, and I think one's gonna be in the same room as me, but I haven't spoken to her yet, but I've spoke to another girl, and she seems really nice, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, being away is really hard, and like I imagine that like coming back and like life being the same might be hard. I don't know. I just feel like all of the change with moving to another country and like leaving your friends and family behind is just stressful in itself, and then like the language barrier kind of stresses me out a little bit. I'm not as worried about like being scared to be in another country. Like I'm not scared of it in that way. It's more just going somewhere all on my own, because I haven't really done that yet, and being away from everyone I love. That is probably what's stressing me out the most. So another question is, do I have any weekend trips planned? So yes, I have 7 different weekend trips planned so far. Also, my mom and her boyfriend are coming the last 2 weeks that I'm there, so I'm sure that we will do tons of day trips and different things like that, but they're kind of planning all that out. Me on my own, I've planned the 7 trips through my school. So I will be going to Rome and the Vatican, Venice and the Carnival, Cinque Terre and Porto Venere. I don't really know how to say any of these, so don't judge me. I don't know how to say them. Monte Carlo and the Italian Riviera, hiking in the Alps and Lake Garda, Switzerland and Lake Como, and then Pompeii, Sorrento, and Capri. So those are all the trips that I personally have planned, and then whenever my mom gets here and her boyfriend, we'll probably do tons of different day trips with them, and I think my mom said something about doing like a wine tour and a cheese tour and stuff like that. So a lot of exciting things are coming. Another question that I've gotten is, how am I packing, or like what am I taking, and questions like that. So I do plan to do a pack with me video, but I will be taking a checked suitcase that has to be under 50 pounds, and then a carry-on suitcase and a tote bag. So I don't have to take things like bed linens and like stuff for the room, because they provide that for us. And then of course, like I'm not gonna pack like my big shampoos and stuff like that, because there's grocery stores there. Like I can pick up stuff like that there, and like school supplies, stuff like that you can pick up. So what I'm mainly concerned with is like my clothing and my camera, my tripod, my laptop, electronic stuff, and clothing is like mainly what I'm concerned with. Okay, so I believe that that answers all of your questions. Again, there are things that I plan to go into more detail on, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss that, and so you don't miss all of my adventures I'm about to go on. I cannot wait to share everything with you guys. I'm really looking forward to it, so I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!